Good day everybody and welcome back to the Neo-Gothic house build. There are changes afoot in the channel. I've decided to transfer to a shorter, hopefully more efficient way of doing Let's Builds. I'm not sure what this I'm not sure what this is here. What the heck is this? Where you come from? Go away. Right, okay, that's better. Hopefully this is going to be more efficient. Hopefully this is going to be shorter, because I figure people, if they want to watch an instructional video, they want it to be like as short as possible, so they don't have to waste time with other faffery and stuff. The downside of this is I have to talk less, but there are ways around that. But that might be a good thing. You may hate my voice and think, oh, thank God he shut up. There's a bat inside the house there, which is excellent, but we're not going to concern ourselves with that. The sound's off anyway, so I'll cull them all later. Anyway, this is what we're doing this episode. Stupid bats. We are doing the third floor. Now then, you have probably seen up to the level of the floor here. The last time you saw this, it was pretty open actually, but I used MC Edit to put a floor and a ceiling in. My God! Oh God! There's so many bats in here. I'm Batman! Except I'm not Batman, because I'm going to kill them all later. And I don't think that happened in the Batman films. I don't think he walked into the Batcave and just said, you know what, bats? I really hate you, and just massacred them all. That would have not made a good film. Oh, these guys are going to start flying everywhere, aren't they? Imagine the noise if I had my actual sound on. Good grief. Should we block the doors up so they don't escape? Nah, sod it. They can escape if they want to. I'll just use MC Edit and later and just kill all entities. Ha ha ha! One-click massacre. Anyway, this is what you'll be doing. I've put, as I said before, I put the ceiling and the floor in, which took us up to this level of bricks here. However, what you won't know is that this layer has appeared. Now, what you have to do is you've got to build a brick rim around the existing structure that you have. This is assuming you've put the ceiling and the floor in this sort of bizarre sort of half an Oreo, well maybe 2/3 of an Oreo formation here. You build this brick rim, and then inside you build these walls here, like this. If I just get rid of that, you can have a pause, count the blocks, and put them in. Okay, you might have noticed this sandy thing here, and I better go inside and explain this. I put this staircase in here. This is where it was two quartz stairs here before. It's basically just staring up like that. And at the boundary of the stairs, you divide the dark, is it the grey stained clay here? And the sand here. That is your dividing point. So it's one on one side, one on the other. And that's all very, very good. Ignore this for now. This is part of the staircase that's going to sit here, but we're not there yet. Instead, we're going to come around the back. Around the back now, we have some kind of strange formations here. This is the balconies, or these are the balconies, I should say. This is the beginning of your roof here, and this is very important for what I'm about to do later. So these are dark oak wood stairs, the same as the ones inside, and these sit here in this position. Your balcony, what you want to do is you want to find the middle of this room here, so it's 2 blocks on either side, punch a 3 wide hole through here. You will have brick here, so what I want you to do is replace it with white stained clay, and then over here it's a stair, a slab, a stair, a slab, and a stair all across the front here with iron railings sitting on top. You've got some wood in here, stairs underneath that, and exactly the same as you did over there for this one here in these positions here. So you can just copy that. I'll get rid of that, so you can copy that if you want to. We are not going to build the front instantly because it's a slightly different proposition to what we have down here. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to build the apex of the roof just to give us an idea of the scale. I've done it wrong already. Actually, that's a good point. Do remember when you're building the apex that you are going to have one more block sitting on top of every block you place, like that. So what you saw me do at the start here like that is wrong. don't do that. Leave space and then just build an apex here. This is going to be quite long and quite boring, so I will pause and come back when I have done it. Okay, here we are. Now I've put the colours in for the rooms here, as you can see, and basically these follow the outline of each room, except for the quartz pillars at each door. Just put those in to make things slightly more obvious about where they are. This one here is too wide because this is the master bedroom here. In fact, the colours we have light grey stained clay, we have dark, I think it's blue, I think it's just regular blue wool in this texture pack. Yeah, it is. We have green stained clay, and our sand continues and forms a sort of neutral colour for the hallway and co. But we are here to do the windows. Now the windows are a pretty standard design. They are virtually, in fact they are identical pretty much, except this one at the front here. This one at the front here is slightly different because the stairs at the bottom are in fact upside down. So if we can just do this, each window is of course 4 bits of glass tall. We don't have bits of glass in my inventory at the moment, so we're just going to have to count 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Oh rats, I haven't got stairs with me. There we go. I have now. Ha! That. Oh rats! I've put this in the wrong place. Whoops. Let's get rid of that. We don't want that. 1, 2. The gap. Like this. And now we have to put the window. We have to put these stairs in the wrong way, and that's our front window done and dusted. Round the back. We have our sort of, well, not sort of, we have our balconies. And they are exactly the same design, except that you don't put in the quartz that would be at the bottom here. You leave it free because they are balconies. Of course, you need to be able to access them. So come up like this, a few stairs, like this, across here. And this time the stairs are placed in the regular position, like so. And it's rinse and repeat over here. Same thing again. I don't need to go through that. You've seen me do it so many times before. Again, we'll be leaving this alone here for now because it's slightly more complicated and I don't want to go into it. What should I mention now? Nothing. I tell you what I'm going to do now. If we go below deck here, we can count how tall our walls are. Our walls are in fact 6 blocks high, and our door frames here, our super elaborate door frames, are also 6 blocks high. So what you want to do now is you want to copy this design which you've put in all throughout the house and build each doorway up to the 6 block height. And once you've done that, match the height of that with whatever colour you've chosen for each room. I'm going to do that. I'm going to finish that window off as well. When I come back, it should look a right mess, but it should look a little simpler. I'll also fill in the brick in here as well. And then I think perhaps, because that's a lot of information, we'll wrap the episode up there. Okay, here we go. It looks a mess. This is what you should have ended up with. This is everything you saw before, except built up to a height of 6. Now, if you are paying attention, any sort of attention, you'll notice that it sticks out beyond the slope of the roof. This is fine. This is fine for now, because it'll actually give us a very helpful sort of platform to build the roof on. I said I was going to call it here earlier. I think I will. I'm just going to fill in these stairs here just for the sake of my minor OCD. A lot of people claim to have OCD over certain things, but this doesn't look right. That doesn't look right there. I'm not sure what it is, but the things lining up with the windows, I'm not sure that looks right. I'm going to have to investigate that to see if that actually is a thing on the... Tell you what, we'll do it now. We'll hold a live inquisition. Because I don't believe for a second that I'd be so silly as to make a... Oh dear. A decision like that. Turns out, I am that silly. But anyway, this is what I mean. This gives me a chance to highlight a few things. Oh. Indigestion, man. Never a good thing. See, look, the slope of the roof goes back, and I'll give you a view of the front bit. This is monstrously complicated here, and perhaps you can see why I want to get the roof done in first. But anyway, that's the layout and everything for the third floor done and dusted. If you want to, and this is a big if, you can start putting the ceiling on. So what I recommend for this doing is just doing one block here of quartz, one block here of wood planks. I just realised we haven't done the stairs this episode, have we? That's not that crucial. Stairs. Who needs stairs? And then over here like this. And because I use MC Edit, I now have 2 reference points to fill this entire layer with quartz, and then fill this entire layer with oak wood planks. Stairs, honestly, I think we'll leave it. I think stairs can come under the heading of the next, well, the 4th and final floor, and then things will get a little complicated as we do the interior ceilings and all that jazz. So, thank you very much for watching this hopefully brief but sort of, I feel like we've accomplished more here in the shorter episode. Hopefully this is under 10 minutes. Anyway, I will see you in the next episode of the Neo-Gothic Let's Build. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and share it around if you enjoyed it as well. It really helps me out, and I will see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.